We are in the middle of the Cricket World Cup and India has already reached the semi-final. But news is focused firmly on the story that is being played out right now in West Asia. Does it impact sports? Well, it does. We are just over 100 days away from the 2026 FIFA World Cup, which runs from 11th of June to July 19th in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. And one of the qualified teams might not even show up, not because of football, but because of the ongoing war. Iran have qualified for what would be their fourth straight World Cup. On paper, it's straightforward. They are set to play New Zealand, Belgium in Los Angeles, and then take on Egypt in Seattle once the tournament kicks off on 11th of June. But after recent US military strikes alongside Israel, the escalating conflict in the Middle East, everything feels uncertain at the moment. Mehdi Taj, who heads Iran's Football Federation, has reportedly questioned whether participating in the World Cup is even realistic right now. And the situation back home there is incredibly volatile, especially after the killing of their supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. No one really knows what Iran's political landscape is going to look like in the coming weeks, let alone by June 11th. FIFA's public line is calm at this moment. They are saying that they're monitoring the situation. Privately, though, the officials believe that Iran will play. The message from Secretary General Matthias Grafstorm is simple. They say that they want a safe World Cup and they want safety for everyone involved. But let's be honest, it's not a normal build-up talk. If Iran were to withdraw or boycott, then teams like Iraq or the UAE could potentially step in. From US side, this creates a massive security headache. This situation, President Donald Trump had previously signed an executive order restricting entry from certain countries, including Iran. All the players and staff are exempt from the World Cup. Still, if Iran does manage to play between June 11th and July 19th, the games in Los Angeles will be under intense scrutiny. Now, LA has one of the largest Iranian communities outside Iran. At the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, Iran's matches, as you may have already seen, were emotionally charged with protests and clashes among fans, and they were divided over politics back home, and there were intense clashes there. Now imagine that tension spilling over to US but amplified, and all of this is happening during a tournament that also coincides with the 250th anniversary of the US Declaration of Independence. The symbolism here is huge. There is also growing attention on FIFA and its president Gianni Infantino. In December, if you remember, FIFA awarded Trump its first ever Peace Prize during the World Cup draw ceremony. Since then, US military actions have intensified, and critics are questioning FIFA's political neutrality. Infantino insists that football cannot solve geopolitical problems, but history shows that these situations, in fact, are very, very messy. The 2018 World Cup went ahead in Russia despite tensions. Russia was banned 4 years later after invading Ukraine. Right now, there is no sign of FIFA considering any action against the US, which puts the governing body of FIFA in an incredibly delicate position. Now, here's the reality. June 11th to July 19th, the world is meant to celebrate football. But whether Iran competes, pulls out, or gets replaced, this World Cup already feels very, very different. It is about politics, it's about security, and whether sport can truly stay separate from global conflict. And with just over 3 months to go, the biggest tournament in football hasn't even started, yet it's already facing one of its biggest challenges. The big question now is, can football really stay out of politics anymore?